Hello there, welcome to Crafting Unedited. My name is Sierra and today we are going to be using the Cricut Joy and Infusible Ink to make some coasters. So Infusible Ink has been around for a little bit with Cricut. It's their version of sublimation, and recently the Joy came out. I think sometime last year the Joy came out, and this year they decided to make infusible ink to use with your Joy. Now the fun part about this is I don't think you need a mat. Didn't really think about that before I started the video. But if I don't, great. If I do, then I'll just grab it. No big deal. So basically, it's the same process as if you were to use your Maker or your Explorer. You just open up your infusible ink. First, you're going to want to make sure that your hands are free of any oils, makeup, food, lotion, everything. Wash your hands. Make sure they're super clean and dry, the way that we all hate to have them. And you're going to open up your infusible ink here. I've got my design on my screen, all ready to go. And because this is like a galaxy print, I decided to do, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a little moon kind of design. Now I did make sure that I made a square and design space that is the same size as these coasters, and it tells you right here what size they are. They're 3.75 by 3.75, so I've got that sized up. I don't need that square anymore. And I'm only going to do one of these today because I want to do a couple of other ones as gifts. So, alright, so this is the infusible ink, and it doesn't really tell you how to use it on the box. Just says carefully follow instructions at help.cricut.com/infusible ink. Thanks, Cricut. It's helpful. Alright, so I guess I should go to that website. That website, I'll put in the link for you, or the description. It's that's the wrong thing. Help.cricut. Help.cricut.com/infusible ink. Voila, there it is. It tells you how to do it. How to use with cosmetic bag, pillow cover, wine bag blanks, ceramic coasters. I don't think that that's what this is. They're just coaster blanks. Square coaster blanks. The ceramic coasters are different because they are all glass. These are single-sided and they have the cork board backing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and open these guys. You do need scissors to open these apparently because it is, I already tried the not scissored route. They really package these things in here. Cricut, I don't think it's necessary to go all out with your packaging like this. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's like this for a reason. I don't know. All I know is it's like trying to open that favorite toy that you get on Christmas. And you just can't get it open because they decided to seal it like crazy. Alright, I just need one of these out anyway. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of just a blank white, feels like plastic kind of, with a cork board backing. Kind of dented that one, but that's okay. This will be my sample. I'll wipe my hands off, make sure that I have no oils on them. Read up on how to do this real quick. What you need your machine, light grip machine mat, easy press mat, laser copy paper. We'll get to that part in a second. Right now I just want to get through the cutting part. I don't want to draw. I just want to use the infusible ink. Oh, did I use the pens? I went to the pens one. Oi. There we go. My bad. So we're gonna go ahead and open up this thingy here. And I do need the mat, so I'll be right back. It's right here. Didn't have to go far for it. So it's not smart vinyl like some of the other Joy products are. It's just infusible ink vinyl. So you do need your mat. All right, so this is really cool, and I'm pretty excited for it because the other infusible ink that I purchased was not as detailed. This is really neat looking. So we've got this galaxy looking one, and we got the stars. I'm touching it very lightly because I don't want to mess it up. I think that for what I am doing, I want to use this one. So we're just going to unroll it here. Whoops. And it says to put it, we're going to put it face up. Now when using the infusible ink, you definitely still want to mirror your images, just like you would any other heat transfer or iron-on. And I am just going to leave it hanging like this because why not? Kind of smooth it out up there. Again, please make sure that you don't have anything on your hands. You will ruin this. It's quite easy to do. All right, so next we're going to go to Design Space, go to Make It, and we've got it in the machine. We're gonna select on Matte. We're gonna go ahead and mirror the image, and then we're gonna go ahead and load it and get it started. So I'm gonna turn this way for you, see if I can do it. All right, let's load this bad boy here. Wake up, Joy. Here we go. And then you're going to go over to Browse All Materials. You're going to type in Infusible Ink. And it'll select, and then you'll select Infusible Ink Transfer Sheet. You'll hit Done. Make sure mirror is turned on and material is inked side up. It does tell you exactly what to do there. And then it's just going to load itself, and then it's going to cut itself. And because I did that, I want to make sure that I'm following it. All right, and we're going to hit go, and we're going to go. Maybe. All right, so let's talk about what comes in the box. So for the infusible ink, you get your 2 transfer sheets patterned. It shows you what the patterns are here, but it doesn't really do it any justice because it's much more broad. You get 2 pieces of butcher paper. This is what you'll use when you go to transfer your design onto your coaster. This just withholds any gases into this butcher paper rather than letting it out into the air. It comes with a sample fabric, so if you wanted to use it on fabric, you can use this to test it out, see what it comes up as. It comes with a little, before you begin, go to that website, and a little dry packet. Keep this because I'm not using all of this and I'm not using this yet. So what I do is I take this, the black plastic that it came into, I roll this back up and I place it back into the black plastic baggy kind of deal that it came into. It came with. This keeps any light from damaging the ink, and it keeps from any oils or anything getting onto it while it waits for me to use it. And then this goes in here, keeping moisture out as well. And I'll just shove that back in there as well. So that's what you get inside the box. This is almost done. Cuts it pretty quick. Now, weeding this is a little different than your regular HTV or even regular vinyl. You don't need any tools really. You can just use your fingers and peel it right up. It's just like a paper material is what it feels like. So it's pretty neat. And the infusible pens is a video coming up, so you should definitely subscribe so that you can see that video. I'll be doing that within the next week or so you can see how using the infusible ink pens works on coasters, shirts, really anything. And the coolest part about those is that you can freehand draw on a piece of paper and then apply it to a shirt. It's really, really cool. Or even coaster, bag, whatever you decide to use it on. So if you're an artist and you can draw really well and you want to create your own t-shirts and whatnot, but you don't want to have to go through the process of cutting this and that, get some infusible ink pens and see what you can do. I'm excited for it. All right, all cut. We're gonna unload, pull this out, move my little Joy buddy over to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead, pull this off of the mat very gently, and then I'm gonna cut off what I don't need. And then I will roll this back up and put it back in that black casing just like I did the other one. And so what you can do is you can kind of like roll it, but you're really just going to separate kind of like you would a sticker where you peel off the corner. I can't grab it. There we go. Again, making sure there's nothing on your hands. It's probably the most important part. You can use your mat as like a third hand for gripping. This has got a whole lot of details into it, so I might use a weeding tool just to get the little dots out of the center. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. But it's just like paper, so you just peel it off of the transferred backing. And this is so pretty. I hate to peel any of it off because I just want to use it all. Oh. Ah. There we go. Almost there. There's just a lot of like lines. I'll show you in a second what this looks like and why it's taking a little bit longer to pull apart here. But this is definitely easier than weeding regular vinyl. So see, all those little lines had to come out. And now to peel it off of my thing here. See if I can get these little, oh yeah, they just come right out. Ah, see, you don't need any tools. Another beautiful part here. Just be careful touching it to avoid getting any oils on there or bending it too much, because if you bend it too much, then it's going to bend like paper does and it's going to fold. I'm going to grab, thought my tweezers were over here. There. Got some weeding tweezers. I'm going to just kind of, there we go. That's a little bit easier. Oh wait. If you get like a little piece where there's a like the paper is stuck, it's not a huge deal. There we go. Because it doesn't have the ink on it, so it's not going to do anything. It is much easier to use without tools, by the way. Tried to use the tweezers, it didn't work very well. almost done. And then I'll show you what the actual thing looks like, the decal looks like. And then we'll jump over to my heat press in the other room and we will press this bad boy. So a couple things to note before you go pressing. You will need your butcher paper. You'll need your heat press that goes up to at least 400 degrees, if not higher. And you'll need a piece of copy paper, your decal, and me. Just kidding, you don't really need me, but it's better if you do this with me, because then you're learning at the same time I am. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't even see that. There's a little eyelash in here. In the moon. The moon has an eyelash. That's kind of fun. It'd be even more fun if it would come out. There we go. Alrighty, so this is what my decal looks like. And it's gonna go right onto the coaster. It's gonna look like that, but much brighter, much brighter from what I've been told. So I'm really excited. Why don't we go on over to the other room and press this bad boy. We'll see you in a few minutes. Well, in a second, I guess. See you in a second. Alrighty, we're back. And now we are going to get started on pressing this gorgeous coaster. Super excited about it. So first you're gonna wanna make sure that your coaster is clean, and you wanna have a dust-free cloth, which I've already done, and some little alcohol prep pads, or you can just use rubbing alcohol. Whatever you have on hand will work. You just want to make sure that you do have a clean surface to avoid any debris or issues. So we're going to go ahead and wipe that up while my press continues to heat up. You want to set your press at 400. That'll give you the best outcome for this. All right, so that's all cleaned up. Just gonna let it dry off and wait for the press, apparently, because it's taking a little longer today. I don't know why. Maybe because I've never set it to 400. Alrighty, so that is drying. A little more drying. We're at 277, so we'll go ahead and start prepping in just a second. This looks pretty darn dry. I don't like that it has the it has rubbing alcohol swirls on it, so use a cloth here, get those off of there. There we go. Set that there. Get my butcher paper ready. Have my butcher paper ready. I have a piece of copy paper over there. I did learn that you don't have to have the copy paper for the coasters, I guess, so. Also, to note, do not reuse the butcher paper, ever. One and done. One and done. That's it. And that's primarily because it just could ruin your project. So I'm going to set this over here for now, because I have all this staining stuff. I was doing some woodwork over here. So we're going to go ahead, turn the easy press over, or the press over, put my coaster on my press, put the design on the coaster, now if you have heat resistant tape, you can use heat resistant tape so that it sticks to the coaster pretty well, but as you can see, depending on your design, you might not need to. I'm just trying to align it here. If you can hear my kiddo in the background, ignore it. They are just waking up. And she's got her tablet up super duper 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 loud. Why is this so hard to align? Oi. There you go. I think I got it. I think I got it. All right, so just pressing it down wherever I can to make it stick on there so that it doesn't go sliding around. All right. You don't want it to slide around because if it does, then the ink will just kind of smudge everywhere and it'll be a hot mess. You don't want that. So, and then I did leave a little extra over here for a reason, because I'm going to place that there and then kind of push it down onto my, it didn't really work, I guess. All right, and then we're gonna put our butcher paper on top, just like so. And that is another reason why you want to make sure that you have that decal kind of stuck on there so it doesn't slide around. All right, and we're gonna slide this under here. It is almost ready. We are at 367, so while we wait, I'm gonna talk to you, because why not? As you can see, the Cricut Joy infusible ink is much smaller than the regular infusible ink, and that's because the Cricut Joy machine is much smaller. So you gotta have a smaller product to feed through it. You can use the regular infusible ink through the Joy. You just have to cut it to size and be on your way. It does work. It's pretty simple, just not pre-cut. So scraps, it's great to use with the Joy. Also, thing to note is when you get this is the color that it'll come out. But when it comes out of your packaging, it'll look kind of like this, where it's kind of faded, but then it comes out much more vibrant. I did a t-shirt tutorial and I failed on that one. I learned very quickly that you have to follow the heat guide. Don't be afraid to burn your shirts or your materials. Follow the heat guide that Cricut gives you and you will be successful. All right, I am impatient and it should be high enough. So we are just going to, yeah, we're at 396. So we're going to slide this over here and we are going to press for, I think it said 15 seconds. We'll go 15 seconds. But it is up to 400, so we're going to give it 15 seconds and go from there. Very gently pushing that down. And you can see the gases come flying off. And I've got a little too much pressure going on my press here. There we go. We'll give it 15 seconds. That is a stinky stink. So you can kind of see where the stuff came off, but it is definitely some gases that came off of that. I don't know why, it was weird. But I guess that's what that does, so. All right, and that's weird because it was just at 400 and my machine just went down to 390. All right, going to lift and leave it. See, you can see the gases. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn my machine off because I do not need it anymore today. Turn it to the side. Now you want to make sure that you completely let your item cool because it's going to be very, 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 very hot when it comes off of the press. It was just pressed on 400 degrees, so it's going to be pretty hot. All right. Going to move the butcher paper off very gently. And I can already tell I'm going to love this. It's so pretty. Give it just a couple of seconds to kind of cool down and then we'll check it out, see what it looks like. I'm super impatient. It is very hot though. Give it just a second. Oh, it's gorgeous. And now as you can see, the ink has come off of the decal and completely, which did not happen with the You had me at taco shirt. It's still on there because I didn't have it hot enough. Lesson learned. All right, let's pick this bad boy up and show you the outcome. Trying not to touch the top of it until it completely cools. It is still kind of crooked, but that is okay. I am fine with this. Look how gorgeous this is. It is really hot, by the way. But look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. All right, Infusible Ink, you have my heart again. I was kind of against you with the shirt thing, but that was my bad apparently, because look at this. I'm so excited. All right, guys. So that, my friends, is how you heat press, or the whole process for the Infusible Ink for the Cricut Joy. And if you have any questions, let me know. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can see more tutorials on Infusible Ink and other items. And until next time, we'll see you later.